My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel because the second channel is popping, aka the Real Super Mario, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another Pokemon Legends ZA and assorted news video. All right, so we have probably the most black pilling episode of this series I've ever done. These stories go from interesting, cool stories, and they just get progressively more black pilled as we go. But we're gonna talk about it on this Friday afternoon, though. We have a 4chan text dump for you, a new update for Pokemon TGC Pocket, an interesting Pokemon collaboration, as well as apparently you can get canceled for working with McDonald's now. You know what I'm saying? That's coming up. The Dandadan community is apparently racist. And Luigi went from mean mugging people in Mario Kart to catching bodies. So we're going to talk about all that today. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, all links that YouTube requires you to do to continue videos from me. Follow me on twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I will shout you out at this portion of the video. Let's rock. So, we have the 4chan text dump of the day. We're starting off with it because I think this actually flows pretty good with the show, because usually this will be at the end, but dropping it at the beginning gives you a nice little Pokemon hit of information before we go into some of the non-Pokemon stuff. So I like this flow. So, starts off, information on ZA. It says promotion begins in January for Pokemon Legends ZA. A smaller trailer in January that plays during the Switch 2 reveal shows starters, Kalos, and small glimpses of gameplay, only 15 seconds long. Oh no. Oh no. That's super dead. There's no way they would just drop a 15-second trailer after giving us nothing for a year. That would cause uprisings in the community, bro. All right. Bro, that's crazy. 15 seconds? Nah, that can't. That's cap. We what? Four sentences in and it's already at cap. It's during the Switch 2 roster of games reveal and backwards compatibility section, which I think that's possible. So basically, it's part of a sizzle reel. I don't think they would just stick ZA in a sizzle reel without giving us anything else. You know what I'm saying? And I think more than likely the Switch 2 reveal will also have like cross-generation games. So generation like Switch games that release and that Switch 2, launch window. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that should be a full trailer if they're going to do a Switch 2 event, Main trailer during February Pokemon Presents. Okay, actually that makes kind of sense. Three new Mega evolutions revealed. One of them will be Rapidash. It introduces Professor, returning characters, and a look at the protagonists. Multiple instances of gameplay such as catching Pokemon, battling, and running around Lumio City. Footage showing the character accepting quests and then completing it and getting a reward. Set in the future, not the past. Release date is revealed to be June, which is basically what everybody's been saying for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That it's probably going to be June, which to me is fine. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, to me, you can hold that Jan till Christmas if you want to, as long as it make the game better. As long as the game doesn't release in the same state that Scarlet and Violet released in. Like, Scarlet and Violet is okay now, but man, just please don't release it broken. That's all I have to say. Just don't release it broken. Three new megas, with Rapidash being one of them. I can honestly kind of see that. That's kind of feasible because they've actually been giving to Rapidash like since Sword and Shield, where Rapidash got a regional. So I can see them doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's some other Pokemon that need to get megas. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the Mega Evolution video a couple days ago on the Pokemon I think should get megas, so you can check that one out if you want to as well. The ZA starters will get special raid events in Scarlet and Violet throughout the month of February. I believe the Gen 7 starters, the Gen 6 starters already have had raids in Legends ZA, so maybe these ones will be special ones. Like maybe they'll give you some kind of special move or ability or special hold item or something if you catch them in Scarlet and Violet and send them over to ZA. So something to that extent. If ZA even has cross trading, which it might not, but yeah, so far I think this looks okay. That 15-second trailer got me though. They got me. I didn't read ahead. I didn't pre-read this, so I was like, nah, they better not give us a 15-second trailer after giving us no information for a year. I'd be mad. Look, me, the Nintendo shill, as people have called me, would be mad at that. Shoot, So next we have Pokemon crossover for 2027 is Aardman. So Pokemon and Aardman, they released this little stop motion clip here to announce that they will be collaborating with Aardman on some sort of Pokemon project. So we know there was several other animation projects in the works with Pokemon, we're from the Terra League. So maybe this is one of those projects, because we know that the status of those projects was up in the air, so maybe they gave one to Aardman. If you don't know what Aardman is or who they are the guys that did the Wallace and Gromit stop motion animation over there in the UK. Personally, I like Aardman. I think Aardman is pretty cool. The thing is, I've seen some mixed reactions because not everybody likes stop motion stuff. Personally, I do. So I think Kubo and the Two Strings was like peak stop motion animation. If you remember that movie, that wasn't Aardman though. That was a different company. But I think this could be pretty cool. It could be like some more Saturday morning Pokemon stuff, kid stuff more than likely. But it's a new Pokemon project, so I'll definitely check it out. Alright, so the big update for today. So, Pokemon TGC Pocket released a trailer. Alright, and that trailer is for the new expansion, Mythical Island. You know what I'm saying? So, Cerebi has some pictures of some of the cards that are going to be in the Mythical Island set. I have been playing TGC Pocket religiously, okay? I don't play mobile games that much. I haven't played mobile this much since probably Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay? And I'm back on mobile now. So, TGC Pocket is crazy. I just have to say that there are so many cheesy decks, man. Like, I just hate EX Pokemon. I do. I hate them so much. So we have Snivy is going to be in the deck. So that probably confirms that he is a launch. He's a starter Pokemon for Legends ZA. Because why else would Snivy be getting a card in TGC Pocket? I'm just joking. But he is in the game though. So he's basically kind of like Bulbasaur, like 70 HP. He's got a 40 HP Vine Whip and needs 2 energy to use. It's basically Bulbasaur. So, but this also means that Serperior is going to be in the game. So I'm kind of interested in what Serperior is going to be. Is Serperior going to be broken? Is he going to be cool? Another Pokemon I'm super interested in is the new Vaporeon. So we've got a new like in-depth artwork Vaporeon with ability washout. So as often as you like during your turn, you can move a water energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. That's crazy. All right, so basically, this man's got energy trains. If you remember energy trains from all the way back in base set 1 of the original TGC, there was an ability, energy trains, that Bulbasaur had, Venusaur had, where it can just move energy around between your bench and your active Pokemon. That's basically what Washout is. Now, energy train is a little bit different, but that's basically what Washout is for water Pokemon. So that's gonna be crazy. And your boy runs a water deck, and I run a water kind of dragon deck. Because the dragon Pokemon, they use water and electric energy. So I run both of those decks. You know what I'm saying? So he's going in one of these. It's going in one of them decks. All right. We also have a Dedenne, which, I mean, it's cool if you like Pika clones. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a 1 energy, 10 damage paralyzed move, but it's a coin flip, so coin flips can screw you over easy. But again, easy paralyzed move right here. And then you've got Blue, which Blue or Gary, you know what I'm saying? During your opponent's next turn, all of your Pokemon take negative 10 damage from attacks from your opponent. So basically, he does the reverse of what Giovanni does. Because Giovanni basically makes it so that all your Pokemon do an extra 10 damage. Blue, all your Pokemon take 10 less damage. So that's pretty cool. And the big promo is Mew. So there's a big Mew that's going to be in the game. And this thing looks crazy. It's an EX Pokemon because of course it is. Side shot, 20 damage, but genome hacking. So choose one of your opponent's active attacks and then use it as this attack. So that's crazy. Alright, so if your opponent built up that Charizard with that 200 that EX Charizard with that 200 damage attack, guess what? Drop the Mew on him, snatch, smack him with it, he's dead. GG's. Alright. Mewtwo is out here dropping them big 150 damage psychic attacks on people. No, sir. Mew, steal his attack, smack him with it. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Alright, it's beautiful. Watch, more than likely it's probably going to be kind of gimmicky. Probably. But looks pretty cool though. So yeah, TGC Pocket about to get real interesting. I'm about to start saving up my my hourglasses, So next we go over to the Overwatch section. All right, so they officially released the official announcement for the collab, the Avatar Colab. So Avatar is officially real now. I talked about the leaks last time, so now this is the official one. We get to see all the official artwork. They released a cool animation for it, all right, which actually looks pretty cool. All right, you know what I'm saying? Animation team's still doing their job, even though it's probably like 20 people now since Microsoft fired everybody. But of course, Aang is Zenyatta, Toph is Venture. Much conversation has been had about this. Zuko is Genji, Katara is Mei, Suki is Kiriko. Oh, that's Suki. Oh, I messed up. I said in the other video, I said that it was Kyoshi, but it's actually Suki. My bad. And Appa is Orisa. So, you know what I'm saying? Clean. All right, I have to say, I've already kind of commented on these before, but my favorite ones are probably Appa and Zuko. Those ones probably look the best. I'm not even a big fan of Zenyatta regardless, so, you know. The Suki skin looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were saying that, oh, this is basically her base skin. I'm like, I don't really see that. And the Venture skin is the Venture skin. I'm just saying that Venture skin is very questionable. They already announced, but May is actually going to be Katara, and she's going to be the free skin. So that's the skin that everybody can get if you complete the free challenge. So that's pretty cool. That's probably going to be my May skin for the duration, because I actually predicted this in the last video that's what they were going to do. They were going to have May be Katara. So that's pretty cool, you know. So we move on into the more black-pilled part of this news, this news video. So we start off with the other stuff going on in the video game anime space. Dandadan. So Dandadan, you know, has been one of the most blurst animes of the year. And when I mean blurst, I mean it's blessed as being really good. You know what I'm saying? But there has been so many controversies surrounding this show. It's crazy. Like, before the show even came out, half the show got leaked because of some jabroni at Netflix. I covered that story. All right, and then when the show did come out, you know what I'm saying, there was a controversial scene in the first episode that all of the soft Gen Z anime fans got all uptight about. All right, and Chibi Reviews got doxxed. A man got doxxed for talking about a scene in anime. Alright, he got doxxed. They doxxed his house. They sent him all kind of death threats. They damaged his brother's grave. All of this was over him talking about and posting a scene from an anime. Dandadan, okay? And then, now, we're here again with more Dandadan controversy. So it all started with an artist by the name of Lynn. She made I believe she made, because there's rumor that this is actually stolen art, but I can't confirm that or deny it. But she made a blackwashed version of Okarun and Momo from, you know, the two main characters from the show. And she made a race swapped version of them, which is kind of something that you see in the art community a lot. You don't really see it go the opposite way too much, because if you whitewash a character, that's a very bad thing and it's not culturally accepted. But if you blackwash a character, that's fine, until the Japanese people see it, and then, you know, you get to see the other side of Japan. You know, so she made basically a blackwashed version of the main characters from Dandadan. And of course, there was some people that liked it, because the black community usually vibes with stuff like this. And me personally, it's just art. Let somebody make the art they want to make. Unless they're trying to make it out of spite, then maybe you could go at them at that point. But if they're just making some art, let's let them make art, whatever. But the other side of the anime community, particularly the Japanese community, was not having it. And to be honest, I kind of understand at some points why they were so angry, because you see stuff like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially in regular works where people get race swapped, gender swapped, sexuality swapped, all kinds of stuff. So to see it again in a popular anime and somebody's like, yeah, look at this, I made the characters black, I can see how that will make you mad. But the thing is, it's just somebody's art. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go. If it make you that mad, block them, mute them. You know what I'm saying? Do something. But I wouldn't go at them for real, you know. But they did. And so then the situation kind of tumbles more out of control, because the voice actors for Momo and Okarun get involved, and they said, oh, we're going to make these our profile pictures. Now, the voice actor for Momo is a white lady. So I'm like, why? Like, why are you there? I could have swore that woke said that was a bad thing, that was like digital blackface or something, you know. But the actor for Okarun is a black guy. So AJ Bummed AF Beckles, you know what I'm saying, is a black guy. He is the voice for Okarun. And he said he was going to make this his profile picture. And that made a whole bunch of people mad, because basically he was standing with the artist that the community was already mad at for blackwashing these characters. All right. And so they went at homie hard, okay? They went at homie. They went for homie's neck, okay? All right. And he eventually ends up, trying to kind of, stand in solidarity with the artist. Then eventually they dig up some old tweets of him talking about, how white people should not be cast as characters of color, which to me is also a stupid argument. Like, it's voice acting. Anybody should be able to do a voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if it was live action and you had some white people playing black characters or Asian characters or whatever. But if it's just voice acting, why? What's the point? I mean, and for him to say this while he's the voice actor for Okarun is kind of insane, because you aren't Asian, sir. You shouldn't be this character if that's the case. If we need to keep everybody in these little racial boxes, then you shouldn't even be allowed to play this character. But, luckily we don't live in a society like that. But he said every time there is a black actor cast in a role in a fantasy where the source material version is lighter skinned, someone always has something to say about it. It's so tiring. It doesn't affect the character whatsoever. So you're saying that being black doesn't mean anything to the character? It actually kind of does. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the Rings of Power situation where, they were talking about the black elves and the black dwarves and all this other kind of stuff. There's specific reason why Tolkien described the characters the way they did. You know what I'm saying? There are specific lore reasons why the characters look the way they do. But, I guess it doesn't matter, It matters if they make them white characters, but it doesn't matter if they make them black characters, The reason white people in most cases shouldn't be playing POC isn't a matter of color, it's culture. So wait a minute. It's like, it's not culture when, POCs play other cultures' characters or white characters. That doesn't matter. But it's, oh man, now I will give him credit that these were pretty far apart. This was in 2021, this was in 2022, but this mentality does not make sense to me, bro. Speaking for black people, we know what a barbershop sounds like on Sundays, what a hot comb smells like going through your hair. It's not the color, it's the culture. Also, now you stealing lines from Denzel. I remember when Denzel said that in the interview. Okay, stop stealing lines from Denzel. Okay, bro. Yeah, and they cooked homie so bad that he left. He fled to Blue Sky. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Little black pilled on that one. So far now the black Twitter community is calling the Dandadan fans the clan. And I'm like, no, come on, man. Like, I understand both sides. Like, I understand the black dude wanting to be in solidarity with the artist. I understand the community being tired of race swaps and blackwashing. I understand both sides. Dang, man. I don't think the community itself is bad. I think that there are some very vocal people in the community that make it sound bad. It's kind of like the culture warriors. All right, I don't think culture warriors in general are bad. All right, but there are some vocal people and there's some grifters that make everything worse whenever they get involved. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is what it is. All right, so we're not done yet. We're still on the black pill slide to oblivion. We have Inaki Godoy, the guy who played Luffy in the Netflix adaptation, the live action adaptation, is in hot water because he check notes, played in a McDonald's commercial.
¿Entendido? Dulce de leche. ¿Me puedes pasar un popote, por favor?
¿Quieres decir un sorbete?
¿Un popote. Como sea que le digas, es un dulce de leche frappé. Para pa.
He was in a McDonald's commercial. And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That could get you canceled nowadays because McDonald's. So, apparently the story behind this is he did a McDonald's commercial in Mexico. And people got mad because the McDonald's in Israel is supporting the IDF, and they're supporting the war against Hamas and whatnot. And so, of course, whenever anything remotely involving Israel, Hamas is mentioned, and people just get crazy, all right, on both sides of the situation. Now, the situation here is not just McDonald's as a whole, because like most restaurant chains, McDonald's is a franchise. So it's owned by the central McDonald's company, but the franchises have their own kind of autonomy, all right, to kind of do what they want in the various different regions, as long as they comply with, McDonald's, food, you know what I'm saying? And so the McDonald's franchise in Israel is supporting the Israeli army and the IDF and all this other kind of stuff, but that doesn't affect the McDonald's franchises everywhere else, or corporate McDonald's. Corporate McDonald's itself probably isn't, outwardly supporting Israel. You know what I'm saying? But of course, that doesn't stop people from basically turning on him and basically saying that, oh, this is not what Luffy would do. And it's like, what? Like, that's insane, bro. Like, he's not actually Luffy. He's a different person. He's a real person, for that matter. Luffy is fake. Like, it's weird that people kind of attach like real life, stuff, like real life stuff to fake characters. Like, these are cartoons. I know we love them, you know what I'm saying, but they're animations. They're not real, This is the one that kind of got me. This person says, I hate Inaki Godoy, disgrace to One Piece anime, which he's not in the anime, he's in the live action, but okay, and it says Inoki doing an ad with McDonald's just entirely proves that he never watched not a single one of One Piece episode, being the most against genocide and imperialism since season 1. I feel so disappointed. I feel like it's so wasted. You Inaki has the chance of a lifetime to VA. He's not the VA. This person has never watched the live action ever. For One Piece main character, and to you, it's nothing more than a career growth. I mean, yes. All right. One of the big things about this is a lot of this stuff is just a job for them. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he looks like he is kind of a fan of One Piece, but he's not Luffy. Like, if this dude caught a break and he got like a McDonald's spot, that's good money. You think he's gonna turn that down living in Mexico City? Like, no, of course not. I wouldn't turn it down either. That's crazy. To be honest, if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, One Piece is already kind of, sold out. Like, Luffy is already kind of sold out to McDonald's anyway. So, if you really want to throw around these stones, you might as well throw it at the entire series. All right, the entire series is just hypocritical. All right, Luffy is a hypocrite and a sellout, and he's not a hero. All right. And all my niggas hate One Piece. You knew we was gonna tie it in. All right, guess what? I'm working on more One Piece hate videos. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with this crazy lady, but I still hate One Piece anyway. Okay? Check out the One Piece hate video. But yeah, let's continue on the black pill slide to oblivion. We have Luigi Mangione. Not to be confused with Chuck Mangione, the saxophone player. So if you don't know, in real world news, the CEO of United Healthcare was assassinated by a random dude, and that random dude turned out to be Luigi Mangione, allegedly. Alright, so there was a manhunt for him. They caught homie. He's in custody now in Pennsylvania. They're going to send him to New York to stand trial for the assassination. Okay, so now, of course, people all over the internet have now made him into like a folk hero. You know what I'm saying? He's like, people have been selling merch because he put this, he inscribed this on the bullets: deny, defend, and depose. So it making him into a folk hero because he's standing up for the little guy against the oppressive healthcare industry. And to be honest, I will be the first to tell you that yes, health insurance is kind of a scam. I worked in pharmaceutical insurance for a long time, and I can tell you it is kind of a scam. All right. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't think glorifying a dude that killed a guy in cold blood is a good thing. All right. And this has probably been the most black pilling of all the stuff I had to talk about on this channel, for real. Because, like, it's just a snowball. Like, people just, they love this guy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he is connected to video games because his name is Luigi. So the Luigi memes have been crazy. He's got Breloom on his Twitter profile. So he's a Pokemon fan, which that's all we needed in a year where we found out that, you know, Hisuian Typhlosion been, you know what I'm saying, diddling people, and now an assassin is a Pokemon fan. That's beautiful. And he even took shots at Overwatch. You know, he said that in a post at some point, he said, modern Japanese urban environment and is an evolutionary mismatch for the human animal. The solution to failing birth rates isn't immigration, it's cultural. This is true. Immigration is not the solution. Encourage natural human interaction, sex, physical fitness, spirituality. I'm not going to go into the whole fleshlight thing. Replace conveyor belt sushi and restaurant vending machine ordering with actual human interaction, which this would help like hikikomoris, people who they don't really interact. They don't have good human interaction skills anymore because they've been locked down for so long, or they're in the rooms for so long. Replace 24/7 esports cafes where young males earn false fitness signals via Tekken and Overwatch shooting games with athletics in school. This is crazy because, one, I believe Japan still has athletics in school. Two, if you really want to talk about like addicting video games, because I don't think fitness signals really matter that much, you know what I'm saying? Addicting video games and that take you out of society, you want to talk about gacha games. Genshin Impact, Zane Zenless Zero, you know, Weathering Waves, all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff you want to talk about. All right, that's the kind of stuff that make you drop a G in a daggone internet cafe trying to get those good waifu pulls. I mean, I don't think Overwatch or fighting games are really that addictive at all, to be honest. Especially now with the balance that we got in Overwatch right now. Heavily stigmatized maid cafes where lonely salarymen pay young girls to dress as anime characters and perform anime dances. I don't really think that has anything to do with the birth rate drops, but yeah, this is the guy everybody is lifting up as a hero of the small man, the little guy, you know. But I think that's I think the media made a mistake in publicizing information about him, publicizing his name, his face, because it makes him even bigger of a hero. It's kind of like what they did with the Boston Bomber kid when he was on like some kind of, was it Rolling Stone? He was on one of those big magazines and they made him into a sex symbol, even though he helped, you know, perpetrate a terrorist attack. Why? Why would you do this? Like, these people killed dozens of people. Why would you put this man on the magazine? Same thing with this dude. This man smoked a guy, even though a guy that was working for a company that nobody liked, in cold blood. Why would you lift him up in the media? That's insane, bro. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention this kind of stuff, it snowballs. It leads to copycats. You know, because now you got people looking to go after other CEOs of other healthcare companies. And then that's going to bleed over into other companies that people don't like. People want to go after those CEOs. You know what I'm saying? We all know how much people hate Bill Gates and Elon on two different sides of the political spectrum. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention, imagine if it bleeds over into other situations where people just get mad, like, oh, you know what, I feel justified like Luigi was. I'm gonna go and take out my anger on the people that wronged me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like feels like they got screwed over, you know what I'm saying, buying a car and they can't get their money back. What happens next? I said this stuff snowballs, man. This is gonna create copycats for sure. You know what I'm saying? And if you think that it doesn't, just look at this. Just remember back in Japan where something like this happened. A person who felt that like they were wronged by a big corporation decided to go and set that corporation on fire and killed 65 people. All right, that was the Kyoto Anti-Fire. The same situation. One man felt like he was wrong, felt like he was aggrieved, and killed 65 people. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, people go, I don't know. I don't know. This is why I don't do real news that much. It's not remotely as fun to talk about real news as it is to talk about video games. But that's about it. So, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real and go do something cool.